relax.
Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area. Decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The shotgun handoff here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Bears lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. Big play to enemy territory, all the way to the 41-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the Bears pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw
the sophomore able to get home with the sack. The Bears come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes a quick catch. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's caught down the right side for a huge... Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they stop him. I think it's short of the first down. The Bears will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
The key on the third down between the quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it falls incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Well, it's third down and forever. The defense is kind of sitting back in what I would say is like a prevent defense, just trying to avoid the big play, and it almost cost him. The quarterback checks it to his running back, and the running back shows you he could pick up a lot of yards. So it's fourth down, but at least it's a little bit more manageable.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the goal line. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
And the Bears will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Oh, what a move. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Powers through. Solid tackle, able to get him down. 3rd down coming up after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
It just seems like he's inching his way to this goal line. He got about a yard. That's halfway. Now will they give it to him again to see if he can break the plane?
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Smith. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And a sophomore making an impact play. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Baylor.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half?
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to pass here. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky and it's incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He fires it, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Dickey. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Dickey. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They're set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with their running play. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this third quarter, they don't convert here on third down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. They'll take the lead in the second half. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First down. Looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Throws a bullet to the right. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this.
Touchdown, Bears. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Whoa. big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wide out. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Red Raiders have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short pass finds the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. That's caught. It's Hudson. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the offense will stay out there. They are 2 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Strong game by this quarterback. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's found some room at the 45. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. And the Bears will come to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. As a design quarterback keeper. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Baylor. This quarterback on fire today. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Using his legs, it's Dickey. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People... nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll get him down that time.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down there. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the wideout goes in motion. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Bears. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense cannot be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about, can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Extending the play now. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.